Prop Chat. Ultimate insights of trading with Sabio.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Prop Chat, the ultimate insights of trading with Sabio. Today we're starting a series of podcasts with one goal in mind, to share with you real stories of our traders. So you can learn from their success or from their mistakes. The stories of our guests that you'll learn about from this podcast will vary greatly. But the most important thing is that these stories will be totally real, 100% authentic results of traders from our community. So our main goal is not only to give our traders the platform itself or to give them the chance to earn money using it. Our main goal is to educate our traders. And this podcast is a fundamental part of that educational process. It will allow you to learn using real examples, using actual stories from your peers. The first ever guest of our podcast, the inaugural guest, is one of the most successful traders of Sabio, Mr. Steve Henriss. Hi, Steve. Thank you for being here with us tonight. We're really glad to have you here.
I'm glad too. I'm very thankful that you invite me for the first interview. So I hope you make you a good interview and wish you all the best for both sides.
Thank you. So that's mutual. All right. Tell us about yourself. Just a couple of words like, where are you from? How old are you?
Yeah. I keep it simple. I'm 41 years old and I'm living in Germany. So I'm living close to Stuttgart. And I worked for a company who's located in the north side. So my daily business is not to earn money with trading so far, but maybe in the future. I have a normal job and I trade in the evening time. So that's the main part what I'm doing with Sabio.
Great. So I believe all of our traders want to know, what's your trading history? How did you start trading?
Yeah, it was just simple. I started in 2021, just with up and downs in the results and without really knowing what I was doing, to be honest. And I wasn't familiar with the chart patterns or chart movements back then. So I simply traded according to the motto, learning by doing. It was just simple from the beginning.
All right. So as of now, what's your most successful trade?
So I earned about 20,000 euros in one day, exactly on this when the war in the Ukraine break out. So suddenly a lot luck due to my open short position in the day before. I have to tell the truth. Looking back, I'm not really proud of this achievement because I achieved it with the suffering of many people, and it was just luck without knowing the market technique. And I have to ask the question to myself, would I make the trade again? And I have to be clear to say no, because trading shouldn't be a gamble. And this was a gamble on this day. It should be predictable.
So how long have you been trading with Sabio? I believe you bought your first assessment account in July of this year, right? Is that correct?
That is correct. I started 3 or 5 months ago. That's correct. With Sabio. So this is, to be honest, my first account with a prop firm, my first challenge. And I decided to start with Sabio and I felt lucky so far.
And why did you decide to join us?
So I was recommended by a teacher. Yes, a lot of experience in Germany. And he showed me the first steps. I go step into the challenge. And then I decided to try it, and it comes out very, very successful.
Sabio is an easy-to-use trading platform available on every device via apps and web interfaces. Sabio Trade is a kind of an academy with comprehensive education and mentorship programs. It includes practical strategies that can be used by newbies and by pro traders.
Prop Chat. Ultimate insights of trading with Sabio.
But what exact assets did you trade while trading on the assessment account?
It depends in which I feel comfortable. So I only trade in indices. It's most of all, it's Dow Jones and Nasdaq. So with other assets, for example, oil or gold, I didn't feel comfortable. I just focused on the markets which I feel good for me. So it's coming from the past, which I feel good and not. So this is the reason why I choose only 2 markets so far.
But what about the strategies? Did you use the very same strategy on all of your accounts, or? But I know that you've passed assessment 3 times with us, right?
Yeah, correctly. Yeah. So for me, it's very important, or overall, it's important to follow your own set rules, which is improved and stressless in trading. This is very useful if you don't have stress on trading. So this is, you have to be honest to yourself. And the very important thing is, don't change your mind and your strategy, especially in periods of loss. That will happen so far. And this is, you have to accept, because it's a part of the game. It's hard to accept, but nobody can win every day, to be honest.
You just can't win every day. That's true.
Yeah.
So there's thousands and thousands of traders out there searching for winning strategies. So can you show us the strategy that you used in order to nail the assessment?
Yeah, it's very simple. This was also learned from my teacher. So I work with the Heikin-Ashi candlesticks, and I looked for an imbalanced candle, which showed me a change of the actual direction. And overall, it's important to have an overview of the actual moving trend.
Hello, dear traders. You've just received a lot of useful advice to help you pass the assessment. To help you remember it better, let's organize and analyze each piece of advice in detail. Trading assets. Our successful trader focuses on stock indices, mainly the Nasdaq and Dow Jones, and does not trade gold or oil. Why do you think that is? The answer is simple. To trade with the trend, you should choose assets that have more pronounced trends. While gold is also a trending asset, if you compare the growth of gold with the Nasdaq over the past 10 years, you'll see that gold has risen by almost 130%, while the Nasdaq has grown by nearly 400%, almost 3 times more. Thus, the probability of finding good trending movements is higher with indices. Keep this in mind. Stick to your strategy, especially during losses. This is a very important rule, which could also be phrased as, stick to the rules of your trading strategy. Trading without a strategy, or violating it periodically, turns trading into gambling. No one wins every day. While it may seem logical, many traders set goals to make a specific amount of money every day. However, steady income from trading requires following specific patterns, which would mean the market generates these patterns consistently. In reality, this doesn't happen. So prepare yourself for both profitable days and losing days. This is part of the game. He learned his strategy from a mentor. This is another crucial point. Like a professional athlete, a professional trader should have a coach and mentor. Even if you have well-developed intuition and have learned to make money in the market, you must continue learning, studying effective strategies, and diversifying your trading approaches. He trades using Heikin-Ashi. Let's start with what Heikin-Ashi is. It's a type of chart display where candles are shown not by opening, closing, high and low prices, but using the following formulas. Close, the average price of the current bar. Open, midpoint of the previous bar. High, the highest price of the current bar. Low, the lowest price of the current bar. Let's look at 2 Nasdaq futures charts on the daily time frame. The top chart has the traditional candlestick display for daily price changes, while the bottom chart uses Heikin-Ashi. The idea of Heikin-Ashi is to help traders better identify trending and corrective market phases and changes between them. As you can see, in some parts of the market, trends are easier to spot on the lower Heikin-Ashi chart. This is also true for smaller time frames, like the 5-minute chart. While no indicator can perfectly show trend changes in real time, Heikin-Ashi helps filter out price fluctuations and allows traders to stay in the trend longer. He uses balance candles to identify potential reversal points. Simply put, Balance candles are like spinning tops or doji candles that indicate market indecision and therefore may signal a potential market reversal, especially when several such candles form consecutively. You can trade in the direction of a breakout from the high or low of these candles. For example, if a candle closes below the low of a balance bar, you might anticipate the start of a downward correction and sell. When subsequent candles form, look for a close above the high of the balance bar to close the sell trade and possibly open a buy trade. In the opposite situation, you would close the trade and open in the other direction. While this approach isn't our trader's strategy, I used it as an example to show one way of working with Heiken Ashi. Each trader will have their criteria for identifying balance candles, validating trends, and corrections. Before trading any strategy, you need to backtest it on historical data. Steve's strategy, however, has different rules, which he and other traders have clearly defined and tested on real accounts. His strategy is available to our pro subscribers in the Sabio Trade Dashboard's education section. So, for those who want to learn it, you can start mastering Heiken Ashi right after this video by subscribing to Pro in the dashboard. Additionally, the strategy section contains 9 other proven trading strategies to help you diversify your trading. You can find the current Pro subscription tariffs in the billing section. In conclusion, here's a summary of the advice given by Mr. Steve Henriss. Control your emotions and adhere strictly to your trading approach. Keep a trade journal and note your mistakes. Learn from both profitable and losing trades. Complete your homework assignments. You'll receive them as you study the trading strategy. Respect the market. Don't try to outsmart it. If you give in to fear or greed, you'll deceive yourself. Be diligent, not brave. The market doesn't favor show-offs. To secure your place in the sun, follow a profitable strategy and skillfully manage your risks.
So, how long did it take you to pass the assessment and get your funded account?
It takes not so long. I expected from the beginning. So the normal time for passing the period is about 10 or from 10 to 20 days.
Yeah, but in your opinion, what were the main reasons for not passing the assessment in the beginning?
So this is only a big topic for yourself. You have to be honest to your own. You have to be getting greedy, guided by emotions. So this is not good mix for the successful trading. And it's important to hold your strategy, face the target range, stay humble against the market, and you have to accept you are not stronger than the market.
In your own eyes, are you still developing as a trader? What was the most important lesson that you learned as you developed as a trader?
Yes, I develop every day, so you have to know it's a for me, in my point of view, it's a journey that never ends. The markets teach you new things on every day, so I often lack the patience to wait for the tiny signal. It's all about the emotions at the end, and you have to be open-minded. Write down your mistakes; it's important, and reflect on your misbehavior every day.
Let's talk about the emotions. How did you feel when you passed your first assessment?
It was very strange. It feels like I was a perfect trader from now, which of course it's not the true, because the journey and the constant of it's just beginning. So trading in real money evokes completely different emotions, and you have to be aware that every mistake costs that money, and it can be the end of the challenge.
So what are your current plans? What profits do you expect with your current funded accounts?
So I just want to be every day in profits, and knowing that losses is be part of the game, but the main target is to earn 500 euros or dollars. You can choose whatever you want per day. So it may not be easy as it sounds, but with my experience so far, I see this as a lower target for myself. But first, I want to prove to myself that I can achieve my daily target in the long term, and then I set myself a higher profit target.
And a final question. Do you have any advice for the new traders out there?
Yeah, a lot of them, but I written down the important things. So it's very important to learn from the wins, but also from the losses. And very important to do your homework. Respect the market is one of the main topic, and don't try to beat the market. You have to be focused on the strategy and stay humble towards and yourself and your trading. And in the end, discipline in trading is a fundamental for your success. And the most important thing at the end, every trader should be not the brave trader who is rewarded. You need to be the diligent one.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your wisdom. It was very interesting to hear your story. And I hope we're going to see you again with more stories about your success at Sabio.
I hope I keep the fingers crossed for me and for everybody who will join in the future with Sabio.
Great.
Thank
you,
lot.
sir. Mr. Steve Henriss. Thank you, sir. Goodbye. So that was our inaugural episode of the Prop Chat, the ultimate insights of trading with Sabio. We'd like to thank you for tuning in and for watching our podcast. We hope that you enjoyed that little interview with Mr. Steve Henriss and his success story. And before you go, it feels like a great day for trading. See you next time. Goodbye, everybody.